Is it a massive surprise? Really? No. The discussion for today's video is Joe Bellingham leaving Sunderland for the lofty heights of Dortmund in Germany. Borussia Dortmund have won the race to sign Joe Bellingham from Sunderland. The teenager will turn down advances from Eintracht Frankfurt and RB Leipzig to sign for BVB, according to Sky Sport DE. Sunderland in advanced negotiations and set to sell for around £25 million, including add-ons. There is a gentleman's agreement to allow the midfielder to leave this summer despite a £33.75 million release clause in place. Hashtag SAFC. Yeah, okay. Let's break that down a little bit. So Borussia Dortmund makes a lot of sense from my perspective. It's his brother's former club. He's been there as a kid. He knows a little bit about them already. He knows what they're about through family experience. Does that mean he's potentially like literally copying his brother's shadows? I'm not too sure on that one. He's his own man. I think Job is a bit more going to be like a more holding central defensive midfielder in that Dortmund outfit rather than the attacking side that his brother potentially laid his path for, I guess. But it makes sense for me because, quite frankly, the value of £25 million and 33.75 with the add-ons, if we were to sell him on, and if they were to sell him on, and he is to progress through his career, which is exactly what we want. Well, definitely what he wants. We will earn more money in the longer future. That means we have a bit more of a sustainable cash flow whenever Dortmund decide to sell on Job, because he's only 19. Remember, the likelihood is once he's served his time, or there's a bigger club coming knocking, that entices a larger fee, and there you go. He's we're in the money, they're in the money, and it makes sense from that perspective. And from a professional move, so obviously he's had his entire youth career at Birmingham alongside his brother, and developed through that academy, made a half-season breakout with them before coming to Sunderland the following season. The season he comes to us, Birmingham City get relegated, so that was kind of the smart move, just retrospectively. Nobody really knew that Birmingham were going to get relegated, but there was a little bit of writing on the wall that they were going to struggle that season regardless. And he comes to Sunderland and has probably one of the most Sunderland seasons ever. We start off pretty well. Then Mowbray leaves and we appoint McBeal. And we all know how that McBeal Dodds era panned out. We finished that season 16th, and other than if Birmingham stayed in the league and we were still there, I think if I was Job, I'd be regretting that move a little bit. But this season, coming into it, Reggie Labrie appointed very early in the summer and just develops the the talent in Job and trusts him. His consistency throughout the league. He only missed 3 league games, one through injury and 2 through suspension in 2 years. He's played nearly 100 games for Sunderland, and we're now Premier League thanks to his help and support. Some games he has played poor, but the vast majority he's been consistent, he's been talented, and he's been a good creative outlet, especially for passing it down the wings. And obviously his goal. Who can forget his absolute rocket of a goal? I'm okay with the move from a personal perspective. It doesn't make sense for if I was Job getting into the Premier League. Yes, you're going to be in the Premier League, but you're going to be at a Premier League side that's a relegation favourite. We've just come up. We're well behind everybody else in terms of the infrastructure, the money, the players, the squad depth, all of that. We need to invest heavily this summer, and I think him being sold will give us that instant cash flow injection for a potential couple of purchases around Europe. So I'm going to be more than thankful for this move, really, and his time at the club. Without him, I'm not sure we would have been promoted. So there's that, and also obviously Dortmund. or a Champions League team. Yes, there's a guaranteed cohort of 4 English teams, Italian, Spanish, German, French teams guaranteed to be in the Champions League. But Dortmund is one of those that is already confirmed as a Champions League team. Frankfurt was the other one, but I don't think Red Bull Leipzig actually made it into the Champions League this season. So it makes sense if he was going to choose any of the German teams, Frankfurt or Dortmund were going to be the logical choices. And like I said, with his brother being at Dortmund, there's already that legacy to potentially live up to. And let's face it, he is more than professional enough to try. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be the worst news in the world that Job leaves us. I'm thankful for the time he has been here, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you've made it this far, just smash the like button. Thank you. I'll see what you're saying in the comments and catch you on the next video. Bye.